guys, so thought I'd do a video on this Philips here. It's an old tape deck or cassette player, cassette recorder, and a radio. So hasn't been in use in forever, so just see if it works and what it needs to work. I'm sorry about the camera legs that show up here, but I don't have a good camera setup on my workbench, so that's just how it's gonna be for right now. Oh, by the way, FM band is defunct in Norway, so there's just a very few stations that actually do transmit on the FM band. Let's see if we can find one.
Trenger du hjelp i hagen? Vi i Trepleierfirma Lilleby hjelper deg gjerne. Våre dyktige og gartnere.
So you can hear that the volume control needs cleaning. AM, that doesn't work in Norway. Let's see what that switch sticks a little bit. And I think there was a tape in here, yep. Oh wow. Alright, so it does need a fair bit of cleaning on the tape head and perhaps on the audio circuit. Let's crack it open. Before I disassemble it, I'm gonna try and show you here. That is cruddy, to say the least. There are... wow. Ugh. Oh, needs cleaning. Yummy. Okay, so the head needs a lot of cleaning. Let's see what a can of air on a can or Chingwei is the motor on this cassette. Never heard of that brand. Okay. Let's break out the ISO. Look at that. That came off the... oh, sorry. It'll focus like... maybe if I do like this. That's just a very quick wipe over on the tape around the head. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to just sort of let the isopropyl alcohol dry off. I'll help it a little bit, and then I'll carefully just sort of put it back together just to hear if the audio has improved. Because if the audio has improved, then I'm just going to do a general cleaning. If the audio hasn't improved, then I'm going to have to take out the main board and see if I can maybe diagnose some faulty components or something. So yeah. I don't think I'm even gonna put any screws in there. I'm just gonna. There's a broken part in there. It looks like a screw standoff. Yeah. Maybe glue that back into place whenever. And gotta have some power to this thing. Car alarm going off, and I live in the country, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, it could be the tape, of course, but nah. Tape is alright. So, gotta dig into this a little bit further. Let's see if we can get this main board out of here. Sorry if my hands are in the way. Like I said, I do not have a very good camera setup. So like so. And I gotta get that negative. What? Oh, that's the antenna. Right. It's the antenna thingamabob jiggy. Right. Should be able to lift it out. What? There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna try not to touch the transformer there, but I need to go online and see if I can find a schematic or something for this. just to see. All right. Okay, if you look online, you can find just about anything. So I'm gonna see if I can get this into the shot here. Now, I did some just poking around. I have a crappy way of measuring. I only have this to measure ESR, but it works. I need to get a dedicated meter. But I did find that this cap that you can see, the cap right here, which is a 470 microfarad 10 volt electrolytic, I found that is showing a very high ESR rating of almost 3 ohms, and it should be like 0.4, no more than 0.4 or 0.5, and that is cap 2506 up here. This is just turn around. This is the PCB layout with the components and everything, so it's cap 2506, and if I go to the schematic, I can see that 2506 is the last cap before the speaker output. So what I'm going to do is I don't have a 10 volt, this is 470 10 volt. I don't have any 10 volt on hand. I do have 16 volt. Good enough. So I'm just going to use my trusty solder sucker if I don't mess up everything, and I'm just going to yank out this. So, and as you can see, mine a little bit smaller, and like so. I'm just going to use a flux pen. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to use a flux pen like that. I need to fasten that because that annoys the heck out of me. And I gotta have some tin solder, and let's just clean the tip a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to snip off these ends like so, and try and do a little bit of an inspection. Yep, that's okay. So I'm actually now going to try and run it like this without putting it back together, just to see if there's any better audio. And we're there with the tape. Okay. And the power is right here. I'm going to turn the volume down, and it's in tape. No. Now it's in tape. Turn that down a little bit. Nope. Got some more bad caps somewhere. While I'm in there, I might as well. I'm gonna replace this this other cap here, which is also a 470 10 volt. And this one has a much higher ESR rating. This one was well over 4. So there's no bulging or anything, but there's a slight bulge on the 1000 microfarad. So I might just change that one out too, but I'm gonna I'm gonna suck that one out, and let's put a new one in there too. Should be the right cap. It was, because it fell out. Did I unplug it? Yes, I did. I mean, the audio, the weird thing is that the audio on the cassette is wrong way. Is distorted, but the radio is perfectly fine. A lot better now since I changed those two caps. And so I'm suspecting that this cassette here, which is from what it says published or in 1980s, so I mean it's what, 42 years old. I just use this, CRC electronic cleaner. I'm gonna try to stop myself from getting a copyright claim there. But yeah, this is what I use, just one of these. One last thing though before I put it back together, which is I found the place for that one. That is in the little corner in here. There's a little nut. Try not to spill the glue, because that glue is the fastest setting glue I've ever come across. I'm just putting like the smallest amount of glue, and I'm gonna try and get it back in place. So the stupid thing is I don't have an activator for this. So it's supposed to be 5-second fixed time or set time or open time, call it what you want. But this one is sort of... Okay, I'm just gonna hold it there for a few seconds. Give it a bit of pressure. It's strong enough for now. All I need to do is put this thing back together. So, where was the microphone? I'll figure it out. Was that in the cover maybe? Yeah, of course it's in the cover, yeah. And it's up on the top right, so I'm gonna put that one up like so. Pro tip on this antenna junction that's down there: desolder the wire, put it in a skew and snake it in there. That works a lot better. Always remember wire routing. Routing the wires. Yes. Right, all back together, plugged in, and I'm gonna take out the antenna just to hear the radio. See if there's... Radio works just fine, and the audio is spectacular now. Well, I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's a lot better than what it was. So let's see what the tape does. I don't exactly expect it to rewinding forward. So I'm gonna have to revisit this one when I get my hands on some tapes so I can test the microphone and do a little test a better cassette than that one that's not been neglected for over 40 years. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's see what I can pick up next.